I'm gonna go with it. So, hello, my name is Sarah. I'm a life and leadership and ontological coach, and I just want to welcome you to my new video series. This one is going to be all about choices and how your life is your choice. And so I just have a couple of disclaimer pieces of information for you. Number one, I am not a counselor or therapist. I am indeed a coach, which is more of forward thinking and distinguishing what you want for your future, how you want your life to go, and not determining how it's gone for you so far. In fact, I look at things as it doesn't matter how it's gone for you so far. You have the option and the power to change how it's going for you at any given moment in time. So that's leadership, that's coaching versus therapy. I'm also not a medical professional. So yes, I may talk about things about your health and well-being. However, obviously, if you're seeing a medical advisor or a medical professional, then it's kind of up to you, pointing exactly to what I'm saying. It's up to you how you choose to proceed forward. So those are just a couple of disclaimer remarks. Welcome to the series, Your Life, Your Choice. My name is Sarah again, like I said. And so this first video, the topic is about learning and growing. And I wanted to bring this series to you because when I first started to learn about coaching, the first lesson that I learned in coaching was that everything is a choice. And the coach that I learned that from, I was like, well, I can't just not go to work. And he's like, yes, you can. You always have a choice. And he said, you know, there's always consequences to your choices, but he's like, you cannot go to work. Now, the consequence obviously is that if you don't go to work and you don't call in sick, then you won't get paid for that day, and then you won't have money to pay your bills or your mortgage or whatever, but you always have a choice in what you do. And so it's your power to believe that you have choices. And I completely get and I respect that some people don't believe that they have a choice. They believe that the life that they're living is the life that they're meant to be living. And my stand is that you absolutely have a choice. No matter what the circumstances are in your life, you absolutely have a choice. You have the choice to learn and to grow. And by that I mean, you know, if you're someone who attends a lot of workshops, maybe you attend a lot of personal development, or you attend fitness classes, or you attend whatever it is, maybe you read a lot of books about personal development and personal well-being. You attend these things, but you don't use what you're learning. And the thing about learning and growing is that you have to practice the things that you're learning, and you have to choose to make it a practice, right? You have to choose to take that on. You have to choose to apply something that you've learned in order to grow from what you're learning. And you have to be okay with the fact that you're going to muck it up. Right? You're going to mess it up at some point because you're learning and you're practicing something new. It's kind of like learning a new athletic skill or learning a new art skill or whatever you're learning. You're going to mess it up. You're not going to be perfect out of the gate. And I think that a lot of us really tend to believe that if we're not perfect at it, we're not going to ever be perfect at it or good at it. And if you're familiar with martial arts, there's a reason that you start at a white belt and you gain a color belt for every time you've made improvements, right? And so ultimately you become a black belt, and even black belts think that they have, you know, black belts have the knowledge or the wisdom that they still have more to learn, and there's still more practice to be had. And so the same runs true with learning and growing. We have the choice to take on the practice of learning and growing. We have the practice of a daily journal or a daily you know, today I'm going to practice this crochet or knit stitch, or today I'm going to practice this painting technique for however many minutes it works for you. And so when we learn and grow, we choose to take on the practice. We choose to learn and grow. We choose to take on the practice. We choose to accept that we're not going to be perfect from minute go, that we're going to practice learning and growing. right? You can have an accountability partner, maybe a friend who's taking the class with you, or someone that you meet in the class that can become an accountability partner. And we can choose to have that person be our accountability so that we do accomplish the things that we want to accomplish. Set your standards for yourself. You get to choose that too. You get to choose how it's going to go. Choose bite-sized expectations for how much you're going to accomplish, or how much you're going to keep practicing. And there are some things that you're probably going to practice repeatedly and still not understand it, and that's okay. That's okay. So choosing to learn, choosing to grow is a choice. It's something you take on. It's something that you have the power to do for yourself. And ultimately, you can hire a coach, right? Someone like me who can see past your bullshit, your story that you're trying to make up that you can't, because we all know that you can, that you have that power, you have the ability, that you can. And so that's what a coach does, is they see past your bullshit with a loving manner. And they can let you know, they can tell you that, hey, you're perfectly capable of doing this, even if you're trying to tell yourself that you're unable. And so that was week 1 in the series. You get to choose to learn and grow. Again, I just want to reiterate, this is all coaching. This is not medical or therapeutic or anything. This is all coaching. So my name is Sarah, SEW Coaching. You can find me on Instagram and on Facebook under those designations. So I hope you join me for the next week, which will be about your state of being your choice. Thank you very much and have a good day.